almost shifting. We got pizza, moving boxes, or else Checkers beats us. Life is rough here in the depths of space. If shit set comes a-knocking, we shoot them in the face. Gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, hail Cargonia, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. Alright, I got another verse. I hear a boy coming right in my instance, and it just asks me why I blew them all away. But I feel so great now with sovereign Cargonia. Every round we stand our ground. Gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. Hail Cargonia, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. Hail Cargonia, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo.
Get back to work.
All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the BPL. Oh, man. Okay. Something. There's a rumbly in my tumbly and I don't like it. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the LEGO stream. Hello, I am your host, Dr. Who's the Chef, and I think most of the technical difficulties have been worked out before the stream started. Yes, so for an announcement, some anonymous chef shaped individual may or may not have sent our resident waterfowl to a normal person a ridiculous amount of hot peppers. I don't know. I do not know the chef shaped individual in person. So I cannot speak for them, but I was told to relay the message, get peppered, weirdo. I have Duck's physical address, and I am very responsible with it. He has mine, and I expect him to also be very responsible with it. I don't know what's going on. I do not have an appetite. I'm just feeling a little, ever so slightly off. So after I finish this, I'm probably just going to take a nap. Okay. So you say you need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Buckle my shoe. 1, 2. I have not reanimated any corpses, so, I can't say that I am, you know? There's more to this step than just that bit. Okay. I was wondering what was going on. I am going to be very concerned and grateful that you gave such a gift to me. I am ever so grateful that I don't have to go to work today. Having a weekend is the best thing. Granted, my weekend is in the middle of the week, but that just means all the shops are open. So how's everybody been doing? That is a very unfun way to hurt your back. Like, there is a fun way to hurt your back, but you know what I mean. Yes, the trees seem to be doing a teenager across the country at this moment. And they don't have the common decency to use a sock about it. Yeah. What would be the tree equivalent of a no-reason boner? That is a completely weird question to ask, but you guys seem to be the expert on weird questions. Morning wood, get out of here, samurai. You're gonna make Rail jealous. No, that goes on the other way. So I still haven't decided what video game I'm going to do. I do need to go and acquire a couple of HDMI cables. I do know that. I am going to try and get my Xbox to stream properly with its capture card to my computer so that I can do Elden Ring finally. I have Elden Ring. It is installed. I have not played it. Where the hell are the little bits? Right there. I'll take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. It's honestly all I can do right now, at the moment, to keep my lunch down. I don't know, woke up a little wrong. Might be the allergies. Christ, that's a lot of clips. You know, like, if there's two things that, like, will knock anyone on their ass, it's allergies and tummy troubles. Like, you just can't... You just can't power through it. Bacon, I hope everything goes well for you, and the main reason for the sleeve works out. I'm not here to comment on anyone's health. I am not that kind of doctor. Damn it, Jim, I'm a chef, not a doctor. After the fast food wars, all restaurants will be Taco Bell. Yes. That was a young Sandra Bullock in that movie, right? It's weird, like, watching that it's weird watching that movie. And being like, wait a minute, this is a young and giddy Sandra Bullock, super excited to go to Taco Bell. And then you look at her modern appearances, and I'm just like, oh Jesus. Speaking of damn it, Jim. Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a ninja. What the hell? Lord Troa, what have you bought? Please share with the class. Oh, Vulcan hair for Lego. Oh, it's part of the ears. Oh, okay. The ears are part of the hair. I still think the episode of Next Generation where they rescued Scotty, that's a very weirdly emotional episode. It's like you can tell he's like not acting when he's on the original Enterprise bridge. Like, he is not acting. I mean, it essentially was a little bit of a reboot. And what is a reboot without a couple of callbacks? No, some of the best Star Trek episodes, I think, are Next Generation episodes. Like, they're really, really good. The ones that don't really rely on Wesley or whatever the fucking kid's name is. Yeah, Will Wheaton, yeah. Just like, I was in Star Trek. You were the cousin Eddie of Star Trek. Will Wheaton was the cousin Eddie of Star Trek. Fair enough. Fair enough. I need to watch more Deep Space. So, honest opinion, how much of Voyager is Captain Janeway just being an idiot? Because that's what I've heard. Just like, it's like, hey, this decision is absolutely stupid. Oh, it's Captain Janeway. So what you're saying is the Orville is a better Star Trek show than Voyager. Speaking of Star Trek reimaginings, Galaxy Quest, wasn't that originally supposed to be wasn't that originally supposed to be a rated R movie? And then the studio, like, halfway through filming was just like, wouldn't it be better if it was PG-13? And in one of the scenes, I know, what's her name? Sigourney Weaver, like, rounds the corner, sees something, and goes, "What the and they change the audio, but they don't change the shot. Like there's literally a shot in the movie of her saying, "What the F?" And it's like, if you watch her lips, she says F. I need to watch Galaxy Quest again. Screw the ratings board. It's like, I seriously think that streaming and all of this stuff kind of initially helped where do these go? Get movies that wouldn't have been made. At the beginning of all the streaming shit. So y'all hear fireflies on the rumors to be coming back? You can't take the sky from me. So, Samurai, what's going on with the, what's going on with it, buddy? As someone who went to the Comic-Con. No, from the sounds of it, Nathan Fillion and everyone will have as much control over it as they want to build the show that they want fans, or that they know fans want to have, right? It's like, so all they're looking for is just for someone to be like, hey, do you want to make a boatload of money? We have this guaranteed money printer for you. Is that Guggenheim of the Guggenheim Museum? Hey, Quattro. I'm gonna be honest. I only know the name Guggenheim from the Solomon H. Guggenheim Museum. Alright? For which Frank Lloyd Wright designed the museum. It sounds like he's a good fit. Sounds like he would know what he was doing. Yes, Sifu. Yes, Sifu. This is the adult gold dragon from the Adventures in the Forgotten Realms D&D set. Magic the Gathering set. And I'm just using it as my build table. So yes, legitimately all I was asking was, is this guy related to the museum people? Agent Carter! There it is. Yeah, what is this track? Jazzy Bitters. Dux did good work on Dux cooked on this track. Yes, it is. You know, it's like, what I think, and this is just me being an absolute dumb fuck idiot. What I think is the main reason why the two sister ships of the Titanic are the Olympic, or the RMS Olympic and the HMHS Britannic. Her Majesty's Hospital Ship? His Majesty's Hospital Ship. Well, yeah, why is the Britannic HMHS? Is that hospital ship? Because I know the Britannic was converted into a hospital ship. Asking our resident ship expert. No, one of the reasons why I think Firefly. Okay. Launched officially as part of the Navy. Interesting. Okay. Context clues and history. So, one of the back to my opinions before I'm distracted for a 20th time. One of the reasons why I think we are still talking about Firefly and still obsessed with Firefly is, at the time it came out in the early aughts, like, most people's experience with sci-fi on in the home on TV was Star Trek. And Star Trek is what I believe Tex has referred to as noble bright. And if this isn't like the official designation for it now, as compared to 40K, which is grim dark. In the grim darkness of the 41st millennia, there is only war. And really, the only... How does this go on? Like that. Boom. And, like, people knew Star Trek and Star Wars, but Star Wars was just on the movies. Didn't really have a serialized viewership thing. And at the time, in the aughts, right, there wasn't really a lot of sci-fi on TV, at least that I can remember. And a lot of the shows at the time were like campy sitcoms or gritty crime dramas. Like, this is where our NCISs and our CSIs really hit their strides, right? Yeah, Battlestar Galactica was was old at the time. And only, like, the real olds remembered that. And oh my god, HBO would have... It'd still be running if it was HBO. No, so it came out with a completely different kind of sci-fi than people were used to at the time, because they were used to the Star Trek kind of noble, bright, to boldly go where no man has gone before kind of bullshit. But no, Firefly came out with it, and here are these people in a lived-in, gritty universe just trying to eke out a living. And it was, hey, this isn't like just some dramatized, idealized view of the future. No, here are people living in the future who are essentially doing the same kind of shit as you and me. You know? I'm talking completely out of my ass. But it's like Firefly was different, man. And yeah, like, it just wasn't given room to fly. Doctor Who was also serialized sci-fi, but it was more nichely British at the time, if I recall. But I really think that it was just an absolute mistake, but what did I know? I was 12. Calories. You know what? That's also very true. Again, very noble, bright, militaristic, though. Not gritty, day-to-day, make-a-buck living kind of thing. Not dramas set in space. Like Firefly didn't use sci-fi, didn't use space as the main selling point. It was a Western, a drama. It was a show set in space. That didn't be like, oh, look at all of this space. They're just like, no, we're in space. But I think the point that I'm dancing around the bush because I'm distracted is if people genuinely love when people are being genuine. I was like 10, 12 years old. Yeah. People genuinely love when people are being genuine. And people can pick up on actors just phoning it in. Or at least, like, the ones that care. And you can tell that everybody on set of Firefly absolutely bought into it and loved every second that they were on there. It's a very shiny show. Yes, Night Owl. Am I just being... Oh. Yes, me being stupid young. I'm apologize for being 34 years old. No, I can't help it. I'm not old, I'm 37. Well, I can't just call you man. You could call me Dennis, I didn't know you were called Dennis. You didn't bother to ask, did you? That's the problem with the aristocracy, always thinking they're better than us. Who lives in that castle? No one lives in that castle. Oh, then who's in charge here? We are an anarcho syndicate commune. You take it, take it in turns. Jesus Christ, what the hell? Am I missing a panel? No, I'm not. I can't remember the entire bit. Forgive me for not remembering the entire bit, alright? Oh, come on, Dennis, there's some lovely filth over here. I didn't know we had a king. I didn't vote for you. You don't vote for a king. And how did you become king anyway? Watery tots lying in ponds, distributing swords. It's not a basis for a system of government. Look, if I went around saying I was king just because some watery bint loved a scimitar at me, they'd put me away. Hey, Bubba, first time chat. How we doing? You picked an amazing time to join us. I am on bag 43. We are finishing up here. Hi, Bubba. Welcome to the WBPL 76. My name is Dr. Who's the Chef. We are a variety community channel with a plethora of streamers for you to choose from. We do many things, from playing lots of video games to doing art, both digitally and of the miniature variety. We have someone who does music editing. We have someone who builds Legos, myself. We have someone who occasionally cooks, myself. And we have someone who is writing a book at the moment with allegedly our help. Geki Zenbu, we need a statistical analysis on the success of governments established by watery tarts with swords. Yep. Hey, can someone do the Discord thing for Mr. Bubba? I have a feeling he's going to fit in just fine.
I think these boxes moved again.
Right.
Here we go. And let's do the same thing, but the other way now. We also have a YouTube channel where we share all of our VODs. This is allegedly the auxiliary for the Black Pants Legion. So we are affiliated with that channel. In fact, Tex is on the WBPL regularly. But hey, Bubba, how's it going, man? I hope life is treating you well. And out of morbid curiosity, how'd you find us, man? We're just a small niche community who just kind of hang out and do our own thing. just a bunch of weirdos on the internet hanging out, having fun. And I always like to figure out how people found us.
Hey, Philip, I have class at 1 o'clock.
All right. Speaking of time, Night Owl, when does Crispy usually have his art stream? This is the first time I'm streaming in this slot. God, nearly cracked my finger and ripped my finger out of the socket. Jeez, us. Can't forget these bits. Alright. There we go. Now we do the clicky clicks. Biggity boo. We're making more benches. More benches, more better, bitches. Now, this is honestly, I think, one of the most satisfying and cleverest building techniques that this build has, is these benches. Because who the hell looks at the modified tile piece and a bar clip and says, you know what? If I rotate this 90 degrees this way, it looks just like a bench. Who the hell thinks like that? Like, look at that. That's a bench. Like, it looks just like a bench. Same people who use spoons for wing mirrors on F1 cars. Shut up and let me be in awe at this. I like this. It's very fun. It is legitimately, I think, the cleverest of the building techniques in this build. Yeah, it's like I recall during the, when we were building the Notre Dame and the Artemis rocket system, like all of the droid arms, we were just using them as greebling and buttressing. That's clever. Okay. Okay. This yellow piece right here, this is a clever use. This is a very, very, very clever use of a piece. I'm just like, what's gonna go here? It's right in the middle. It's a support for the bench, so it's not just leaning and existing on the clip. It's literally a physical leaning piece, not a connection point. The cleverness, the unbridled cleverness of these people. Hey, Samurai or Grimos or Night Owl, if you guys are here. When does Crispy start his stream? I know not for a while, but just trying to gauge how much time I have left. 3:30 Central. Okay. Brilliant. Okay. It's 1 p.m. here. $3:30 Central. It's 1 p.m. here. I think I have about a little bit more than that, buddy. I think I have about 150 minutes. Hey, ho, below, below. Alright, hey, Samurai Boatman. Was the... I know I could look it up. I blame the Pennsylvania Railroad, yeah. I know I could just look this up myself. But I am building Lego and not actively using Google. Was the Britannic originally launched as RMS Britannic and then requisitioned once the war started, or was she initially built as RMS but then launched as HMHS? Weird series of questions right there, but what was she launched as? So it was in the dock, originally going to be a sister liner to the Olympic and Titanic. And then they're just like, hey, you're turning this into a hospital ship? Or was she built as a hospital ship? Weird questions, I know. And hostilities didn't start until the 14th or 15th, right? Or 14 or 15, right? In the Belfast yard where she was made of Harland Wolff design. No. In the Belfast yards where she was made of Harland Wolff design. The plans were struck to build 3 ships that funds would not define. The gantry raised up in '08, a nameless line arose. And then war were declared. Okay, so she was still in dry dock. So she was still in dock, still being built, retrofitted, and they're just like, hey, that's a very nice big boat you have there. It's a hospital now. Soup were declared. No, that pretty much answers my question. So, she was being built as RMS. Titanic had a incident. They were investigating doing retrofits. Some duke or another got killed. Somewhere in Europe, and everybody started throwing names, and the British government was just like, this is ours now. More or less. More or less. And then another weird question. If she had not have hit the mine, would she have been returned to the White Star Line? And if she would have been returned to the White Star Line.
Hey, Philip. I have class, so please keep your voice down.
If she would have been returned to the White Star Line, would they... she would have had to have been re-retrofitted, right? Like, turned back into a liner. I still love that the Olympic cut a U-boat in half. I did not know that. I did not know that, Samurai. Now I do. And I appreciate it. Because a coal-burning ship during wartime would have been a massive liability. Especially a modern war like World War I was allegedly. There's also a good chance it remains a hospital ship. Yes, just quarantine the flu out at sea. Hey, didn't we do that in recent memory with a couple of cruise ships? And COVID? God, that was a wild time. God, y'all remember 2020? I don't. Bricked Upon, hello, welcome, to the WBPL 76. Welcome, I am your host today, Dr. Who's the Chef. I normally do video games and cooking, but kind of fell into the Lego hobby a while ago, and we've done quite a few different Legos here. You are among good company. Yes, this is an amazing piece. I have also done the Endurance. It is upstairs right now. I am down in the basement. But welcome to the WBPL 76, a community access Twitch channel where we have a bevy of different streamers with a plethora of different content. We normally are a gaming channel, but we do all sorts of other content. We have people who do art streams, both digital and physically on little miniatures. We have someone who does audio mixing. We have someone who builds Legos, myself. I also cook occasionally. Bring all my stuff up to the kitchen and whip up something to eat. And we also have someone who is allegedly attempting to write a novel. If she doesn't get distracted, allegedly. It's coming along very well, and I am very amused with her writing style. Lady Red does good work. But yeah, Bricked Upon. I have an absolute large... I have way too many of the architecture sets. The architecture series is my favorite Lego series. It is just such a good series. I also now have fallen into all of these large, complicated models. Because that's what these are. These are models. And they're really, really fun. Let's see, on stream, tune in this summer when he tries to figure out where to put the Sagrada Familia once he builds it. God, I need to I need to start looking into a reseller for the large Colosseum. I missed out with that set. I want to get the Colosseum. But no, so on stream we have built the Artemis Space Launch System. That was really fun. 2/3 of that frickin' bag was just the greebling on the launch platform. We did the Notre Dame Cathedral. We did Endurance. What else did we do? I'm trying to remember my bedroom. We did New Schwanstein. New Schwanstein was an absolute magical build. What else have we done? I can't remember. Himeji Castle, yes. Himeji Castle was an absolute delight. Yeah. No, we did Concord. We did the Concord. I forgot about the Concord. Great white frickin' triangle of a frickin' build. No, it's a lot of fun. Bricked Upon, I assume you are a Lego streamer with a name like that, or enjoy watching people build Legos. Hello, and welcome to the WBPL 76. Okay, so you click in right there. Boom. Hell yeah. That's satisfying as hell. Tube. This tube seems to be ever so slightly too short. Now, we're just a bunch of friends hanging out here, Brick to Pond. Thank you so much for joining us and hanging out. We appreciate your viewership. What is this email? Okay, thank you. Let me just double check how much I got paid today. That's a nice paycheck. That's a really nice paycheck. Oh, and I got a customer service bonus. Good job, store. I get paid $24 an hour to work at a gas station. Now, my only real complaint about this construction is that these are plastic. These are plastic flags. I would have loved if these were cloth flags, but I understand. Perhaps there is someone out there who has made cloth flags for this set. You know, fair enough. Also, I love that the flag holder is a minifigure rapier. It's a boat. Six of them. Oh, geez. Okay, fine. And if there's one thing I like about assembly lining little assemblies like this, it's that it's really easy to just get rid of all of the pieces very quickly. You're just like, oh man, this is so many pieces, and then you start making the builds, and you're just like, oh, where'd all the pieces go? But I think one of my, back to like historical builds that I've made. Way back in the day. This was before I joined the BPL. Much long ago. They came out with the Lego Voltron. And I loved Voltron as a kid. It's like, I thought Voltron was one of the coolest things. And I want to try and find like the OG Voltron. Because it was so much fun. So many good memories. But the Voltron set actually transforms. It's 5 sub-builds that legitimately transform into a giant 5, into a giant lion robot. And it's so good. So good. One of my favorite Lego products that they've ever created. The Lego Saturn V rocket was also a really good product. I love how they got 1,969 pieces exactly for the build. Oh, trust me, Ed. The Voltron set is out of print, and I looked it up, and it's going for like $400, $500, $600 on resellers. Oh, the Saturn V rocket, Ed. Yeah, no. Everybody needs a Saturn V in their life. Ed, as soon as you are financially Ed, as soon as you are financially responsible to be irresponsible with money, go get it. Like, Ed, I'm not making this up. It was one of the best builds I've ever done. It was so much fun. The fact that it disassembles into proper staging, masterpiece. My only complaint is that the display or the crew capsule for the display doesn't have any printing on it. How is this supposed to connect? Big Diesel. Given that I am on bag 45 of 46 right here, and this is a 9,000 piece set, I've probably done about 8,600 pieces so far. I've got the Eiffel Tower over there, buddy. That was 10,000 pieces. $10,000 pieces of nothing but steel gray greebling. Did it all on stream, too. Cramp. Finger cramp. Oh no. Excuse me. And no one redeemed a water break. damn it, Night Owl. How dare you? Making me look after my own health and well-being. Posture is acceptable. I get... No! You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby. Right round, round, round. You spin me right round, baby, right round. And you go there. Come on, little bitty pieces. You know, I really should, like, invest in something that has, like, a raised lip. Like a table with, like, with a raised lip to, keep all of these pieces in. Big Diesel, it mostly just came around because it's what I had. And I just wanted to have something to, like, frame the build area for the camera. I also have way too many Magic the Gathering mats. Like, I have way too many. More than I regularly use. Hello, Wilf. Thank you for gifting a sub to Mr. Big Diesel. Oh, yeah. Put your hat on, sir. Excuse me for a second. I am now wearing my hat. Hey guys, don't talk to me about how much random assorted Magic the Gathering products I have just literally off screen. I have so much. So... Japanese kanji. Hey, Diesel. That's right over there. That's my BattleTech pile of shame. Oh no! All of the Magic the Gathering stuff. That's not even all of it. And, Diesel, I have more incoming. I have more pile of shame incoming. Yeah. Like, what I want to do, I do not want to... I have been so tempted to get into Warhammer, because it seems like fun, but I already spend way too much money on Magic and Lego and BattleTech that it's not even funny. But what I want to do is get the miniatures for the face commanders and the alternate backup commanders for the 40k decks, and anytime I break out those commander decks, just be like, hey, here's a token representing your the commander. And I know that sounds like a gateway drug, and it probably is. I'm just gonna try a little crack, you know, as a treat. For legal reasons, that was a joke. I do have a resin printer, and I have used it to make a few BattleTech things. One such miniature I have right here. I literally bought a resin printer exclusively to print the Black Knight. Can anyone guess what the paint scheme on this is based off of? Yes, you do know. Come on. It really did come out absolutely sick. There's a World War I flying ace off to fight the Red Baron. It's Snoopy. I painted a Black Knight Snoopy. I painted a Black Knight like Snoopy because I created the Beagle Combat Group for another streamer here, Aiden, and Lady Red. They have several beagles, and I painted some mechs based off of their dogs. You know, I'm going to have to go buy a dropship and paint it now. I'm really proud of the bluing on this AC-10. Like, look at that. That's really good. And then, of course, the Black Knight. Blurry as shit. But no, I had a lot of fun painting those. I've got a lot of other painted mechs, but my hard case is upstairs and I don't want to go grab it and at the moment because I'm in the middle of Legoing. But I took lots of very good pictures of those for the numeric workshop. And hopefully they'll be featured this week. And hopefully I'll be able to guest on the numeric workshop because I would love to talk about them. Hello, Blue 7. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing well. I do love these ventilation funnels using minifig phones. If anyone is wondering, this hat is... I got this hat for local sports ball team. But these are the Japanese characters for Red and Bird. Why yes, I am a massive nerd. How did you know? What gave it away? Was it the fact that I'm wearing my own merch? Or the fact that I'm wearing Doctor Who pajamas? Or that I'm building a Lego ship on stream? No, I don't know how the hell you would have known that I'm a massive nerd. Nerd! I do know what I am going to do tomorrow, and Ed, I hope you are going to be around tomorrow for my stream, because I may need your help. Yeah, well, my morning stream is at 9 a.m. Central, so... yeah. No, I'm gonna be working on a little project, I'm gonna be working on a little project that, is ancillary to what Lady Red is working on. I'm gonna try and work on character sheets for the Blood on the Lens write-up of Shoal. Mostly because I just don't want to try setting up another game at the moment. I'm honestly a little gamed out. Oh. Alright. End of the boat is this way. You should do an alcohol about it, Ed. Unless you cannot do an alcohol about it, then you should do a nap about it. We're doing another bench. So long as you are doing a responsible alcohol. Big Diesel, Samurai, should I talk about it, or do you want to talk about it? Well, given that I have the platform. So, it is not that it is not that the Titanic did not have enough life rafts. If you judge the Titanic by modern standards, and you would be correct in saying, oh, the Titanic didn't have enough life rafts. Well, why do you think ships need more life rafts now? Because of the Titanic. At the time, the prevailing seafaring rescue operations treated kit, pet the kit, give that kit pets. The prevailing life-saving modus operandi for boats at the time was that a life raft should not be a survival vessel, but a ferry from one ship, from the floundering ship to the rescue ship. So the boats were supposed to go back and go get more people. But when the Californian when the Californian ignored the distress signal, yes, because the thought was that there would be enough boats in the shipping lane that there would be another one available to rescue the survivors. And if the Californian, I believe it was, would have responded to the distress signal, a significantly more rescue efforts would have gone on in a more expected for the time manner. Yes, listen to Samurai. He is the boat expert. So had the nearby liner responded to the signal, many more people would have survived. The boats would have gone back and gotten more people. And modern lifecraft would have been delayed in production by another couple of decades until the next naval disaster happened that would have actually forced the industry to reevaluate. Excess of legally required lifeboats. Poor intervessel communication coordination caused several boats to launch far too short of capacity, and some not to be launched at all. 3. Cameron conducted an experiment in 2000 where they simulated having more lifeboats aboard. They found out that carrying more lifeboats would have caused fewer people to disembark because the increased confusion and disruption in procedures. I recall that there was a Japanese gentleman on the Titanic who survived. And he got a lot of bad publicity back in Japan because they thought that he took a life raft spot from a woman and or a child, and was selfish and got on the life raft ahead of people. But no, he was just following escape procedures, and when they said like women and children first, and no one was getting on, they're just like, all right, we got an open spot, hop on. He's just like, okay. It's like he followed the escape protocol. Oh, look at that kitty. Oh, look at that kitty. Him's got no brain cells. Him's got no brain cells. That's a good fucking kitty right there. Well, Ricky, he's just a big, fat, stoned, hungry kitty. So that goes right there. That goes right there. Legos. We making 2 more boats. Mini boat. While exercising this morning, I found there are 2 cats hanging around my backyard. One has a collar, the other I've seen a dozen or so times in the last 4 weeks. Won't get close to me at all. Oh. I hope the kitty's happy and healthy, or at least as happy and healthy as a feral stray can be, which is what it seems like it is. Speaking of cooking, Ducks really did cook on this particular track as well, titled "Totally Not a Sierra Soundtrack." I'm on a boat. Samurai, I mean this with all sincerity and gratitude and love. I would love to meet your cats. I mean, of course I would like to meet you, but I would also like to meet your cats. Okay, so where the fuck does this go? This goes right there. Oh, shit. Oops. These benches were supposed to go in a while ago. Something, something, something. I got distracted. You know, 30 oops? I think I'll take that. Oh, a squirrel. Hello, my name is Doug, and I hid under your porch because I love you, squirrel. Hello, my name is Doug. We're gonna sell you the entire seat, but you're only going to need the edge. Okie dokie. We are very, very close to the end. Because, ladies and gentlemen, not only do I have an hour and 30 minutes left, we're on bag 46. The last bag. Well, the last two bags. Shut up. Get back here. Oh, get back here, you. Oh, get back here. I think you've got more sense. More sense than I have. All right. Take it apart in reverse. Ah! No. No, this is getting displayed and it is never coming apart. I do like how these pieces look like chocolate, though. I love how the ass end of it is like roughly as long as the front of it. Jesus Christ. Is a boat. You should do a you should do a dinner about that, Ed. You should do a dinner about it. Oh yeah, I gotta do 2 of these. Ugh. That was a back. Okay. God. Thumb. I have no idea what happened right there. You're not the boss of me. I'll hurt myself if I want to, and I don't want to. Meh. Alright. Feetsies in. Oh, we're making engines. Brilliant. Okay. Let's get this Technic camshaft. Is that what it's called? I don't know vehicles. I'm not a car person. It's like I know how to change my oil, my tires, my rotors, and I can give you a jump, but don't ask me about anything about cars, because I know jack and or diddly. I don't know a drivetrain from a transmission. It rotates. Crankshaft, yes. Because it's a shaft that goes crank. It's a cranky shaft. I'm an idiot. It's a cranky shaft. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm an idiot. That is all. Better than some public figures would admit. There we go. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? We are almost done. I can taste it. Or is that my bile? Might be my bile. No, it tastes like a croissant. Here's a little ditty about Jack and Diane. Ladies and gentlemen, you are getting slap happy, Doctor. Tune in next week for more insanity. Look at it run. Been sitting on my ankle for the last while, and it just fell asleep, and then I shuffled, and then it woke back up, and it's just like, why did you do this to me, Father? What have I ever done to you? This isn't basketball. You shouldn't roll your ankles. If you're getting your ankles rolled just sitting down, you need to rethink your life. You roll your R's, but not your cankles. I cannot for the life of me think of a word immediately, a Spanish word that has the double. Is this literally a piston? Oh my god, what is this piece for originally? Is this a piston? Huh. Ow. I cannot think of a Spanish word with double R at the moment. Because if I would, absolutely do it Saporio, I think. Or I might have just absolutely have butchered that. Okay, this has gotten from great to often, to awesome. I bet that meeting, Doc, while you were working the overnight shift was an interesting event. Huh? Oh, I bet that meeting Doc while you are working overnight isn't interesting. I'm half tired out of my mind. I don't work overnights anymore. Not unless it's an emergency. I just revealed to everyone what I made per hour. I'm a manager at a gas station. I get paid $24 an hour. Just to say hi, thanks, and see you later. But everything is awesome because I'm part of a team. I'm part of a very good team. You know, most of you, if you ever find out where I work, are going to have the benefit of the doubt, are going to have the benefit of me. Because you know what I look like, and I have no idea what many of you look like. Digi, if you ever showed up at my gas station, I'd be like... I would be very confused, because I know you don't drive. The best advice I can give to you, Digi, is 2 bits of advice, one from a cartoon, and the other is actual legitimate advice. The one from the cartoon is big toe. Like, legitimately, like, if you're trying to, like, be precise with your acceleration, just big toe. If you know, you know. Oh, I see. And the other is, do not be polite. Be predictable. If you have the right of way, you have the right of way. Furry terrorism. The cutest kind. No, seriously, like... Don't drive polite. Drive defensive and predictable. Because as soon as you start acting unpredictable, that's when accidents happen. Thank you. It always weirds me out when people with no stop signs stop in a parking lot. You know, force of habit, more than anything. The most dangerous place, I think, are parking lots. So you do have to be careful in parking lots. But no, seriously, Patrick Starr was nearly very correct when he was just like, SpongeBob, stop, big toe. Like, it works. Like it like sometimes it just helps me control my speed. Yeah, you get very complacent. Ladies and gentlemen, engine go burr. Okie dokie, and these go in. Yes, they just. Oh, that is so much fun. That is so much fun. Okay, that's good. That is very good. Okie dokie. All right, so I believe we are in home territory. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go Oaha. Wario. Fuzzy! We're going to go right there. We're going to go right there. And we are going to join the rest of the boats together. The indockening. I love how I built all of this internal stuff, and it's not going to be visible unless I disassemble the boat. Let's move the water over here. Let's move you all here. The click. Things are broken! Oh! Shit! Ah! Shit! Ugh! Not stable yet. Almost made a big oopsie doodle. Ah! And ha 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 ha! Oh my gosh. What the fuck? Alright, so this goes right here. This goes right here. And all of that goes right there. And then this. Oh my god, it tightens up. Oh! Now isn't that clever? I wish to be the human of a cat. These are the caps from the Lego typewriter. The name Titanic derives from the Titans of Greek mythology. It's a typewriter. I mean, it doesn't type, but, you know... I mean, the keys actually kind of move. Like, it's a really clever piece of Technic design. Okay. Let me embiggen myself and move this over here. And, safety water. Look at this thing! Oh my, this thing is heavy! This thing is heavy, man! Like, I can start doing curls with this thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. This was a journey, guys. Like, I know it's only like 9 episodes. But my life has changed a lot through this, from when we started this boat. Like, I got promoted, started my new job, it's going really well. Just kind of got a new, different outlook on life. Like, I'm sure a lot of you have gone through a lot of different things. Holy cow. This is outstanding. And I only have about 5 dozen different pieces that are all extra. I hope all of them are extra. Holy shit. If I have to go through this thing and reconstruct it, I am going to cry. But this is in 1 in 200 scale, I believe. But it's the same scale, I recall saying, as the Statue of Liberty. Let me go grab the Statue of Liberty. I'll be right back. Again. All right.
Go back to work. Oh, man. All right. Hey, things. Oh, today's Tuesday. I thought it was Wednesday she gets up. Wednesday she gets up.
Come on, stop it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'll remind you. I'll send you a text.
There we go. Copy.
And then Bob said he's gonna look into why there's flags on Halloween.
There we go. All right. This. Well, happy hatching day to Offspring. I hope that he. Yeah. I hope that he is going to have a good day today, and that he consumes many good things to eat, and pets and snuggles with many fluffy things. Everybody, on the count of 3, we're gonna say Happy Hatching Day to Offspring. 1, 2, 3. Happy Hatching Day, Offspring. So, this boat is the same scale as the Statue of Liberty. So it's like the same little Lego people that walk in that little door are the same little Lego people that get on these lifeboats. I mean, it's been more than 9 weeks. But, yes, it has been 9 episodes of Boat. Let's see here. Night Owl, as the resident not New Yorker, sue me. Sue me. I eat my pizza with a knife and fork, deep dish. Alright. There are a couple of options. Quit staring at my butt. For the next Lego set. There are a couple of options. One, we could do something a little peaceful. Yes, Titanic Dakimura when? We could do something peaceful. Like... the Tranquil Garden. Only 1,300 pieces. We could do something a little architectural and do the Trevi Fountain. Only 1,800 pieces. Or we could do something out of this world. And boldly go where no man has gone before. Night Owl, can you please put up a vote? For Zen Garden, for Zen Garden, Fountain, or Space Boat. Yes. Enable extra votes at enable. Oh shit! Yes, right in. Yes, yeah. No. Zen Garden. Zen Garden. Fountain, Space Boat, or Dragon Zaku. Because we have the instructions for the conversion of the 3-in-1. Where did my keyboard go? Ooh, Josh isn't gaming updated. Zen Garden, Zen Garden, Fountain, Zen Garden, Space Boat, Zaku, other thing, yes. Where is it? History. Hey, Samurai? Can you post the instructions for the Zaku? Or did you send them to me? Where the hell is it? I know you posted it, Samurai. Space boat, coast to coast. Shout out to the guy who voted for Fanfare. Where? Okay. UNC Samurai, I need the, I need that link again. Because I know... Is this it? Okay, one more time. Window. Okay. Is this the build? This is the build, right? Or is Samurai doing furry chaos things? I think Samurai is doing furry chaos things. But we know the instructions. We are going to do it. I am going to build this, the Zaku. I'm going to build the Zaku. And then we are going to build Space Boat Coast to Coast. How does that sound, everybody? Space Boat, Space Boat. And the little shuttle pod. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for showing up, hanging out, and having a great time. We here at the WBPL 76 greatly appreciate your choice and viewership, although continue to ask ourselves, why are you here? Why do you continue to show up? But continue to thank you. I hope that my journey constructing the big boat was entertaining and that you all had lots of fun watching me complain about it. Thank you so much for joining. Stay tuned for Crispy's art stream, and we will see you all later. Hope you have a great day. I will see you all tomorrow to discuss some RPG stuff and character creation. And maybe discuss a little bit about the blood on the lens thing a bit more in depth. That being said, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it despite how icky I feel at the moment. I hope you have a great day. We'll see you again. And remember to hail, hail Cargonia.
Hold on.
Land of stolen things, obey the quartermaster, unless he's a ling. Miners don't die today. Cargo techs push freight. Our enemies in disarray. All hail Cargonia.
Get back to work.